The Nelson Mandela Metro is hosting a business summit for young people as part of its Youth Month program. The purpose of the event is to provide a platform for various government entities to present opportunities for business and funding to the youth. The business summit also seeks to profile the role of the black industrialists in our economy and the role they can play in developing the youth. Lerato Thipa has the story.
Well, a very good afternoon. We are broadcasting live from the Feather Market in Port Elizabeth for the Youth in Business Summit being hosted here by the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro. The purpose of the summit is to provide the youth with a platform to understand the various structures and the various stakeholders are in place for funding and also the business ventures that they can go into within the Metro. Early on, Danny Jordan was speaking, the mayor of the Metro was saying that in order to really boost the economy in the Metro, we need to diversify the economy. The Metro has been known for a long time for the automotive industry, but he was saying in order to improve youth unemployment, we need to get youth involved in agriculture, in tourism economy, in township economy, in entertainment industry, in the maritime sector. And when they begin to diversify the economy and tap into these industries, we will see youth in unemployment and entrepreneurs, especially young people, begin to really thrive in the Metro. But joining me this afternoon is a man who knows all about this business. He's a young entrepreneur who has really worked his way through the challenges and now is running his own company to share a bit about his story and some of the challenges still facing young people in the Metro. Good afternoon, CHUMA. Can you take us briefly about when your journey as an aspiring entrepreneur started and some of the challenges you're still facing as an entrepreneur?
Okay, I started doing business at a very young age. I was doing about grade 5 at the time. I started selling sweets before I could able to afford the sweets. I used to walk home and then from sweets I was able to buy a camera and then I moved on from the camera and then I bought a computer of which I did some certain presentations for church and things like that. And then from there on I was able to buy a sound system because I saw a market. At the time I would go to funerals, to weddings and things like that. And then from there on I was able to raise enough capital, of which in 2012 I started to register a company. I have always had a passion for construction because I could learn from my brothers, since he was a tiler and then my other one had a bike to do stuff. So what I did was that I joined the construction sector and then I was able to get established. My first big client was Transnet, of which I was given a value to renovate the floor. The project value, I think it was about 193,000, of which I had to take out the old capitals and put in the new ones. So at the time I didn't have the right capital to do the job. But what I knew that I could do, I knew that I could buy the tiles and I was able to fit them, but I didn't have the funding to do it. I joined Shanduka, of which they helped me with finances, and then I was able to get funding from friends and relatives. As I speak now, I just made a turnover of more than $1 million. I was renovating about 36 floors, 2 kitchens and 2 bedrooms. So I'm just saying that now I've managed to grow in the construction sector, and I had contracts whereby I was supplying the whole PE harbour with building and plaster sand, of which that was one of my biggest contracts. But now I just got another one maybe from the municipality, of which I supply to them grid and other building aggregates. The challenges that we have as youth now is that we do not have much exposure, and then we tend to underestimate that what we are capable of doing.
And then as someone who's in construction, which is such a really competitive industry, what are some of the challenges you're facing as a newcomer in this industry?
Yeah, the one thing is that I've noticed that in construction, people tend to have to work with the same person. So the problem is that the marketing is not being known and not being given a chance to prove yourself. But with things like this, they teach us on how to market yourself, on how to brand yourself, on how to lure clients to you. So it's such events that make us to be able to make it in business.
Well, that was TSHANGELA, an aspiring entrepreneur in the Nelson Mandela Metro who has started his own company in construction. He was just saying that what he really has loved about the summit is that it has helped him to understand the importance of branding, the importance of advertising, which are core to any aspiring entrepreneur.